You want me to try it? Who knows what spot was this time last year in 2023? Anybody? Spot was $21.73. And today I'm recording on March 13th, 2024. And the last time I checked Spot, it was approximately $24.48, about, give or take. Spot has increased within the year. Let's show you what I have in my hands. I did pick these up locally at the time. Each bar is encapsulated, but these are not just any bars here. These are from the Royal Canadian Mint, and they are called MapleFlex, and that is a trademark term. These MapleFlex bars come out to be a total of 2 troy ounces of 4/9 fine silver. Each one of these 2-ounce silver bars contains 19 legal tender coins. Isn't that exciting? All right, so we have 3 different weights, and each of these is going to have the year it was minted, the weight of the coin, and the purity of the silver. All the purity will be 4/9 fine silver. You can see that this one was minted in 2018. I believe that was the first year that they did mint these. Underneath the maple leaf, you'll see that it says 1/20th of an ounce, and there is 10 1/20th bars. You'll find 1/4 bars in the center, and at the bottom, there is 5 1/10. When we flip it over to the obverse, you will see that each of those weights has a dollar amount associated with it. The 1/20th is 25 cents. The 1/4 ounce is $1, and the 1/10 ounce is 50 cents. So 19 individual legal tender coins that can be divided up if need be in the future. This is pretty exciting, and the fact that they give you the capsule is really nice. All right, second time I've ever opened these up and removed it from the capsule. There is some fingerprint marks and everything, which is fine. That's to be expected. You can also see some toning around the edge of the full bar and some inside the perforated edges. I wanted to look at how well it was perforated. Generic rounds and bars out there that they are able to be flexed into fractional silver. They do not make it easy necessarily. I've only seen one person be able to take a stagecoach round and actually break it and actually divide it with their hands, and that was Santa. And I'm so sorry, Santa. I do not know your official channel name, but if you know who Santa is, you know. And he just beast mode. He was in beast mode. He did it. I was in a live stream and I caught it, and I was in shock because I've never seen that before. So bravo to him. That is not easy to do, even with a tool, let alone your hands. These are actually pretty deep perforated edges here. You can take the perforated edge all the way down to the next coin. And typically, what I would think would happen is they would stop at that coin, and then they would do another perforated edge going horizontally or perpendicular to the first one. The perforated edge to coin on each of these, I believe this is something I would even be able to break apart and flex off by hand if needed. I am not going to attempt to try it. You want me to try it? I'm just kidding. I'm not going to. On the fence about buying it. When I walked out the door, I was still thinking about it. I ended up going back in and purchasing what they had left, and the reason I hesitated was because of premium, and we're back to where we started now because I recently did a video on premiums and how I'm trying to stack for weight and not collectability. So, and trust me, it's not easy when you like items that have that collectability, the low mintage factor. That is not an easy thing to do, to say, I'm not going to get that when it's something that you actually like. But, you know, sometimes you got to do what your budget allows. And not veer off in order to reach your end goal. And that's how you get to your goals, is by discipline and consistency. So I already said at the time spot was $21.73. They were asking $60 per bar, and each bar is, again, 2 ounces, so it's $30. We're gonna break this down. That's $30 an ounce. All right. But at the time, $30 an ounce was $8.27 premium. Yeah, they were asking. So this was the set of 5. It was 300. It was marked at 300. The individual ones were 60. So I decided, you know what? I've never seen them in the past before. This has 3 things going for it, which is why I did end up making the move. It is a, well, one, it's a bar. Okay, so it has 4 things going for it. It has 4 things going for it. One, it's a bar. This is legal tender in Canada. It is a flex bar, so you are able to make this fractional, and it comes in 3 different sizes. So I think that was a total of 4. Yes, I did pay an $8 premium per ounce. And if you're new to stacking, you need to be very careful when people are referring to pricing. Also, I'm going to gear this more for the newer stacker, and this is probably minuscule, and you say, okay, and when you're, okay, so this is about quoting prices. There's 2 ways of saying premium. One is just saying, okay, well, there's X amount of dollars in premium or X amount of dollars over spot. Either way you do it, if somebody says it's $8.27 over spot, pause. And then you hear the per ounce. That pause can trick some people into thinking that it is for the entire piece. A lot of times people may think, okay, well, it's an $8 premium. But you got to remember that person said per ounce, and there's 2 ounces in this bar. So technically, it's a $16.54 premium. But to make it sound more appealing, when you say $8.27 per ounce, I'm not a salesman by any means, but when you use a lower number to explain how much a premium is, I think that's a sales tactic. So it's just something very small detail you have to pay attention to if you are a new stacker, that sometimes a piece is quoted per ounce and sometimes it's quoted per, I'm going to say, unit. I mean, it can happen to the best of us. I've caught myself doing it before, like in my head being like, wow, that's it. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, per ounce. And then I'm like, tricky. But they're really not doing anything wrong. You see what I'm saying? Because there's multiple ways of explaining how much somebody wants for a piece. And a lot of times it is per ounce. And there's those other people who like to do it per unit or per item as a whole. So it's all in whoever you're speaking to. And no matter where you're buying your precious metals, you need to be able to adapt to how that person is speaking about their precious metals and what they're selling. So there is people out there who refer and sell their metals with a different style than the person you may be used to. So that's just a little quick tip for if you're new to stacking and you're dealing with premiums, and something to keep in mind. I am going to put this back on in place. I did pay $16.54 premium for these MapleFlex bars. I have yet to see more of these locally. I've seen them on eBay a lot more than anywhere else, and they seem to go for a higher price tag. So I'm guessing that people try flipping these. I wanted to share them with you. They're not something you see every day. Oh, you guys want to see some? It's not something you see every day. And speaking of that, let me say, you guys want to test something new out with me, brand new to my channel. And I realized when I bought it, well, I kind of knew, and here it is. It looks like a nail polish cap. I'm just gonna paint my nail. Wouldn't it be funny if I had a fake nail and it was like red or pink? Okay. I don't have an actual ink pad, but I do have self-inking stamps, and I have replacement pads for those. So I figured they can do the deed, and we can see how this works. Are you guys ready? I mean, I can't go wrong. Clean, clean, clean the silicone, clean it all day long. That's one way to get the ink off the silicone. All right. Ended up buying just a simple, basic, customized stamp. They had limited font choices, so I ended up picking this one because this is the one I like the best out of the options. I have a stamp I'm excited to use, so you may be seeing that more and more. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, no matter where you are and when you're watching. Angels.